Ripa has never been one to shy away from self-deprecating humor. On screen and off, the Longtime Live with Kelly and Mark host embraces candor with a wink, never missing an opportunity to turn her personal anecdotes into a moment of laughter for her audience. This week, Ripa once again left fans in stitches after candidly confessing she had attempted to Botox off one of her facial features, only to jokingly admit that it had practically disappeared altogether. The admission came during a lighthearted exchange on Live, where Kelly and husband co-host Mark Consuelos were chatting about the ever-growing beauty industry, including the pressures of aging in front of millions. While Consuelos teased his wife about being fearless in talking about her treatments, Ripa leaned right into the moment. "I'll tell you something I probably shouldn't," she laughed, looking at the camera as if whispering a secret to millions. "There was this one feature I really didn't like about myself, so I thought, why not just Botox it off? And guess what? You can't see it at all anymore. Totally gone." Her playful confessions sparked laughter from the studio audience, while Consuelos shook his head with a smile. "This is the stuff she tells me right before we go to bed," he joked. And now she's telling the whole country. A star known for her candidness. For decades, Kelly Ripa has been a daytime staple. From her early soap opera days on All My Children to her reign alongside Regis Philbin and later Michael Strahan, she has cultivated a reputation for mixing glamour with relatability. Her audience has watched her raise 3 children, celebrate more than 2 decades of marriage, and transition seamlessly into becoming half of daytime's most-watched married hosting duo. But what makes Ripa stand out most is her willingness to poke fun at herself. In a world where many celebrities deny, deflect, or dismiss cosmetic procedures, Ripa's playful admission about Botox was a refreshing bit of honesty. "People assume we all just roll out of bed looking TV-ready," Ripa quipped on the show. "But I'm telling you, sometimes it takes a village, and sometimes it takes a needle." The feature in question. Though Ripa never outright specified which feature she attempted to erase, she hinted it wasn't a line or wrinkle, but something more structural. Viewers immediately began speculating online, some joking it might have been her 11 lines, the vertical lines between eyebrows, others guessing it was a subtle dimple or a crease she'd long mentioned in passing. What made the moment resonate wasn't the mystery, but the humor she layered over it. "I always said if I could just blur this part of my face, like a Photoshop filter, I'd be golden," she laughed. Turns out, Botox is pretty close to Photoshop. Maybe too close. Consuelos interjected, teasing, "At this rate, you're going to Botox yourself into a wax figure." Kelly shot back without missing a beat. "Well, at least then I'll have fewer wrinkles than you." Breaking down beauty standards. Beyond the laughs, Ripa's candidness touched on a larger cultural conversation about beauty, aging, and the choices women in the public eye make. While many celebrities skirt around cosmetic treatments, Ripa's willingness to talk openly reflects a shift. "Look, I'm 53 years old," she told the audience. "This face has been on camera every weekday morning for decades. If I want to freeze a line here and there or blur out something I don't like, I say why not? It's my face, and it's my choice." That balance of humor and honesty resonated with her fans. Social media lit up with comments praising Ripa for normalizing the decision to tweak or enhance without shame. One viewer wrote on X, formerly Twitter, "Kelly Ripa talking about Botox like she's discussing grocery shopping is the level of casual honesty I aspire to." Another fan chimed in, "She's proof you can age gracefully and admit you get help doing it." Humor as her superpower. This isn't the first time Ripa has turned cosmetic confession into comedy. In previous years, she joked about dyeing her own hair during the pandemic, calling herself a box dye queen, and admitted to trying unconventional beauty treatments with varying degrees of success. Her secret, it seems, is always leaning into humor. "If you make the joke before anyone else does, you're untouchable," she once said in an interview. That attitude was on full display when, after her Botox confession, she mock-whispered to the audience, "If you're wondering where it went, don't bother looking. It's gone. Erased. Like an ex-boyfriend's number." The crowd roared. The Mark Consuelos factor. Having her husband as her co-host has only amplified these moments. Consuelos often plays the straight man, grounding Kelly's wilder anecdotes while slyly adding in quips of his own. On this occasion, he teased, "One day she's going to say, 'Mark, I can't smile anymore, but hey, no crow's feet.'" Ripa laughed, countering, "That's the dream, babe. You'll just have to tell if I'm mad by the smoke coming out of my ears." Their chemistry, equal parts playful banter and genuine affection, keeps their audience hooked. Fans don't just watch Live for celebrity interviews and lifestyle tips. They tune in to see Ripa and Consuelo's riff like a sitcom couple, turning real-life marriage into daytime television gold. Botox, honesty, and the new normal. The beauty industry has shifted dramatically in the past decade. Where once cosmetic treatments were cloaked in secrecy, they're now openly discussed by influencers, celebrities, and everyday people alike. Kelly Ripa's confession fits perfectly into that cultural shift, where admitting to Botox is no longer taboo but almost expected. What sets Ripa apart is how she frames it not as vanity, but as just another aspect of self-care. "Some people run marathons, some people meditate, some people get facials," she said on air. "Me? I occasionally Botox away, a little reminder that gravity is undefeated. It's all the same to me." Her lighthearted, approachable stance may just help reframe the conversation for countless women watching at home. Fans react. Following the broadcast, Ripa's confession quickly went viral across entertainment news outlets and fan accounts. Clips of her joking about erasing a facial feature racked up thousands of likes. "She's hilarious and real. That's why we love her," one fan commented. Another wrote, "Kelly admitting to Botox in the funniest way possible is peak Kelly." Even beauty bloggers weighed in, noting how Ripa's remarks highlighted the trend of celebrities being more transparent. One influencer posted, "It's not about hiding procedures anymore, it's about owning them." Kelly Ripa is leading the charge with humor. The lasting takeaway. For Kelly Ripa, the moment wasn't about scandal, it was about laughter. In the midst of celebrity culture's obsession with perfection, she managed to pull back the curtain in a way only she could. Honestly, cheekily, and with a wink. By joking about Botoxing off a feature, she not only entertained her audience, but also reminded them that beauty, like life, doesn't have to be taken so seriously. "Here's the truth," she concluded with a grin. "You can tweak, you can smooth, you can erase, but at the end of the day, your real beauty is in how good your jokes are." And luckily, Botox can't erase those. The audience erupted in applause, proving once again that when it comes to mixing honesty with humor, nobody does it better than Kelly Ripa.